Welcome to the must-see WWE Talk Show History. Welcome to Wrestling Untold.
Yeah.
This is episode 74.
74. And this is part 2 of
The Greatest Movie Bracket.
All right. Okay.
I'm Carter, aka Scales All Day.
I'm Keaton.
Okay, special guest. This is the other Keaton that we always talk about. That's the other one.
The Star
Brother
Wars
of
one.
this man.
I am Keaton, aka Big Keaton. So let's get right into the episode.
Okay, so we're doing second round today. The first choices, they're both Marvel. We have Spider-Man versus Thor.
Okay, all right.
Spider-Man, all Spider-Mans, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland, all 6 movies, I believe.
Is it just 6? It's way more than 6.
Yeah.
It's about
More.
9.
Toby had 3 because he had the Venom. Was Venom and Sandman in the same one?
Yeah.
You know, the
It's
original
5.
one, and then he with
It's 8 movies. 8 movies in total.
it's probably more than that. We don't
And
know
now we
exactly.
have Thor, which is 4 movies. The last 2 were the greatest ones.
So Keaton just watched the last one,
Love and Thunder.
Love and
so
Thunder.
good.
What did you think about that one?
It was good. It was good. Not
It was
Spider-Man.
Was Loki in that?
No, Loki's
No,
dead.
he was not.
Loki's gone.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
dead. He's in a different dimension.
Okay, because see, for me, I haven't watched the newest one, and I love the Thor movies. And I said on the last episode, I love how they took, like, you know, they built him into the Avengers, and then they've also made his brother star Loki, and he's had his own show and everything. So this one for me is difficult, like, but I have to choose Spider-Man because
I'm
Spider-Man
choosing
is
Spider-Man too.
Spider-Man
It's
is
not
is
difficult.
undoubtedly the
Can't
better.
It's not difficult for
franchise.
me. Okay, next one we got Shrek against Jurassic Park and
I'm
World.
gonna start it off right there. Jurassic
Shrek?
Park is goated. Jurassic Park is goated. Nobody beats Jurassic Park.
So
Dinosaur screaming is the best thing ever.
okay, so I tell you this: I love Shrek. I love all the Shreks. I love the you know
like all of them?
the nursery rhymes. The way they put it together is very genius. I love Eddie Murphy as Donkey, but again, there's nothing above Jurassic Park. I'll say this many times. I had a cassette. I put it in my VCR, and that put me to sleep every night. Not because it was boring, just because I basically couldn't even fall
You
asleep
made
at
it seem
times.
like it was
No.
boring.
Greatest movie ever is the first Jurassic Park, in my opinion. So the whole franchise and what they've done with this newest one, and now they believe it has a baby on the newest one. Spoiler alert! It's amazing. So I'm going Jurassic Park here.
Okay.
Is that are we consensus
yeah,
there?
it's Jurassic Park.
Okay.
Shrek has a good placement in the bracket.
Madagascar against Night of the Museum.
Oof, this is a difficult one.
It is because Madagascar, the 4 characters, but Night at the Museum, the
Yeah,
animals
Alex the lion
come to life.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Night at the Museum.
Oh, okay.
The animals come to. I think Ben Stiller is in both of these. Right?
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
Ben Stiller is in both. He's Alex in Madagascar, and he's
The
security guard
Yeah.
/ father in the Night at the Museum. I'll say this: if Madagascar did not have the one where they were in the circus, it'd be an easy pick for me. But I hated that Madagascar.
What?
I did not like that one.
Circus.
Nope.
Afro circus.
Afro Circus, yeah, that one. That one.
Polka dot circus.
Night at the Museum was just amazing. And we love museums. I'll continuously say this: we love museums.
What's your
This
favorite movie from Night at the Museum?
The first one,
Second.
obviously.
Okay.
I like them all though. I do. But I'm going
Where's
Night
your
at the
vote
Museum.
going?
I'm going Night at the Museum
is
here.
going to Night at the Museum.
Night at the Museum.
That's my childhood.
We're all at the
We
same
watched
page.
it a lot.
That's my childhood.
Okay, now we have Alice in Wonderland, which I'm probably the only person that watched all of
I've
them.
actually watched all
Oh, you
of
have?
Alice in Wonderland.
Oh,
Yes,
they're so
I have.
good.
Okay.
And it's against It's gone. Fast and Furious.
I would agree with that, but I can't agree
Let
with
me
that.
ask you this: in Alice in Wonderland, did they drive a safe through the streets of Brazil and load it into a dump truck and
But
become
see,
No.
millionaires?
Let me
Let
say this. Did Alice in the Wonderland have about 25 movies, all of them making
Yeah.
Let me ask you this:
because they
Did Vin
Okay.
Diesel? Did
We
Vin
get
Diesel
it.
with just his arm push a nuke in the opposite direction while on ice driving a Charger? I just need to know. Did Alice in Wonderland stop a submarine? That's all I need to know.
Vin
Get
Diesel's
it.
entirety of the franchise's family.
Did Alice in Wonderland take a gun off of a helicopter and use it to shoot down another helicopter?
Oh my gosh. You
I'm just trying to figure out.
You guys are just bullies.
I'm just trying to figure out where we are.
Jeez.
Vin Diesel.
Alice in Wonderland was
crazy.
good.
I'm just trying to figure out.
Okay, now
Okay. All right.
We
All right,
have
now, because I'm a nerd, right, I'm going to start off with the Harry Potter versus X-Men, because Harry Potter, if you've never seen Harry Potter is a long journey, long and in-depth journey.
Is that like Star Wars long?
It's almost as long. So, well, actually, it's actually long because it's still going. It's Fantastic Beasts and all those movies, they're still going. So, when it
Did
comes
the
to
Hobbit
that,
come from Harry Potter?
no, Hobbit came from Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
So the Hobbit would be not the Hobbit. Harry Potter would be second to X-Men. There's no way. I think it'll be second to X-Men. X-Men beats it. Certain.
X-Men First Class. I'll say this
X-Men
again.
Apocalypse.
X-Men Apocalypse was pretty good. I like that.
I like Apocalypse, but X-Men First Class was one of the ones. And again, I had the other X-Men movies when I was a kid, and they were great too. They weren't,
Logan was
CGI wise, but yeah. And
Logan
you have
falls into play.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
I don't know if we put that into the X-Men, but if we do, Wolverine was
Logan movie
He didn't
was
count.
so
He's
good.
part of the X-Men, so Deadpool was part of the X-Men, but we're not going. Different branch of the X-Men.
So
X-Men. It is
X-Men.
X-Men.
Yeah.
Okay, we've been on the same page so far.
Now we got
me
Avengers
personally, right?
and James Bond.
Me personally, I wouldn't have had James Bond even get out of the first half because Pirates of the Caribbean should have won that. So Pirates of Johnny Depp should have won that. There's no way James Bond would
Also, Star Wars is out too.
I don't. Okay, now that's all right.
Spider-Man got Star Wars out.
Keaton would have fought for these to be going the other way. So
Star
we pushed
Wars.
James Bond through just because Carter and I aren't huge Pirates of the Caribbean people.
I have watched every Pirates of the Caribbean.
Good gosh.
Every single one.
Every Star Wars, every Pirates of the Caribbean, every Harry Potter.
Yes,
Jeez, what is the time?
But all right, so this is James Bond against Avengers.
Well, for me, I think while James Bond
Avengers.
is such an iconic movie and I love it, it does not. James Bond doesn't have a
I think Avengers. Come on, y'all.
I want to say he hasn't destroyed a city, but he probably has. But he hasn't destroyed New York for that matter. It's no like if you put the collect like if James Bond is a single person and you put the collection that goes into the Avengers.
I know the answer.
Avengers has got to move on here.
Avengers.
Endgame alone. Endgame is probably one of the greatest movies that they produced. Do you think?
I think Black Panther is
I think
better,
I
but sure.
I think Age of Ultron was the better.
So we all have different ideas of what the greatest.
So the semifinals, we got X-Men and Avengers, just to let y'all know. Now we have Oceans 8, 11, 12, 13. I finally put 8 in the beginning.
Yeah.
Because last time I said that in the end.
Yeah.
Against The Dark Knight.
Oof.
It's nothing.
Dark Knight wins.
Dark Knight
wins. Batman. Batman is about golden.
Two-Face,
I love a good heist, but
Batman.
we're talking about Bane.
That's Bane, Batman,
Good
Joker.
evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, that's
my Bane. I got Bane impression.
Okay.
Good
Okay.
evening.
Yeah.
The darkness is your ally.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. What was the one about him? He was like, I was merely born into it.
Oh yeah, he was like, you think the darkness is your ally? I was born in it. I was raised by it.
I love it.
That's the voice you were going for? I couldn't tell.
He's way better at me and a whole lot of other stuff.
No.
Voices are one of them.
Ugh, don't do the Mickey. Don't do the Mickey Mouse voice. Now we got Twilight. I don't remember all of them.
I'm gonna just already say this: Toy Story beats Twilight. I'm sorry, Twilight gotta go.
Twilight is super dope.
No,
Team
Twilight
Jacob,
is
Team
way better.
Edward,
You gotta go.
No.
Bella basically played them
Bella,
both through all of the movies.
Yeah.
She wasn't all that.
See,
Come on, Bella.
So Twilight put out Power Rangers, and I can agree with that because Power Rangers, they had some good movies but not great movies.
No.
yeah.
And Toy Story put out Transformers.
Now Transformers is a very heavily debated
Because they have some bad ones though. The problem is if they wouldn't have had the bad ones, that'd be great.
Even though they were a little bad, I still think that they were good story. Well, at least the Transformers, Bumblebee is pretty. I like.
Yes,
well,
that's
I didn't like
it's
Bumblebee.
alright. I don't really. Well, the story of Bumblebee is cool, but the actual movie itself wasn't as good. Now, if you're thinking about the last Transformers, or all Transformers, the last one was great. It was amazing. It was Bumblebee versus what's his name? Optimus Prime. Amazing fight. Best fight sequence I've ever seen.
I think the first Transformer, I was very skeptical about it when it came out. The first Transformers movie, like of the 2000s, I was super skeptical about it when it came out. And I was like, I don't know. I wasn't a big Transformers fan as a kid. And I saw the movie and I was like, this is amazing. This is like life changing.
I wasn't a Transformers fan.
The second one was good, and it just to me it just tapered off, and they stopped being good after a while. And like you had dinosaur Transformers, and
I mean that's what's it called. But in the story, remember the Fallen is like one of them.
Yeah,
the Fallen is one of the Fallen was in the same time range as those dinosaur Transformers.
Yeah.
So
So Toy Story, on the other hand, the first Toy Story came out when I was a kid. Put it in perspective, and then I had children, and they had Toy Stories also.
No, it was
Toy Story 2, maybe for Keaton, and then 3 and 4.
Yeah,
while you were alive.
4 was ass.
Yeah, I mean, I loved. So was
1 and 2 were the best ones.
Which one was Forky? Was that 4?
Yeah.
Forky is 4. 3 is the daycare center with Lotso. I love that one with Lotso.
1 is where Buzz and Woody are fighting against each other, and they end up in that like chicken. What's the
No, that's 2.
Oh, that's 2.
That's 2 where they switch Buzz to off. They switch him, and then so essentially like that's when
No, that's the daycare.
That's Jack. No. Oh, they do switch him.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
2 is the one where most of the toys get they get stuck at the Sid's house. His name's Sid. The boy's name is Sid.
1.
No, that's 2.
2 is where.
Wait.
No, that is 1. 2 is where. 2 is the Toy Store one. Toy Store, and that's where they basically
they found
where Buzz goes and he finds what's his name? What's the guy? His adversary, and he followed. And so Buzz goes across the street because Jesse and the prospector is in that one. They're being sent off to the toy museum in Japan.
That's when he broke his
because
arm.
Andy's grown up. Yeah, that's 2. 3 is a daycare, and 4 is the. Again, I'm voting Toy Story.
Toy Story wins Twilight. I'm sorry, Twilight cannot be Toy Story.
Twilight.
So I'll ask you guys this because so we have essentially the results. Our Elite 8 is going to be Spider-Man, and they're going up against Jurassic Park. We have Night at the Museum's going up against Fast and Furious. We have X-Men, and it's going up against the Avengers, and then we have Dark Knight, and that's going up against Toy Story. I think even though we've had some weird ones in there, they've kind of shaken themselves out.
These ones.
What would still be here if it was for you, Keaton?
If it was for me,
Star Wars would
definitely. I'm sorry, but Star Wars is one of the most greatest franchises in history. Reason why is because it's been going on for literally years.
Yeah,
it hasn't stopped. It's been the first 3 were amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The second 3, episode 1, 2, and 3 are also amazing. And
then don't they go 5, 6?
Yeah, they go
5, 6. And 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, so 4, 5, 6 first. Those are the first 4 because in reality it's supposed to be the first 3 first, but they had swithed it to make it different because the actors were
they did a prelude.
Yeah, so they had like the Rebellion, then they got to the Republic, which is 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Then it went back to like later in the Rebellion, which is the newest ones, which if you think about it, that's the one with Rey. I don't know.
And then they have all the shows that have come off of.
Oh yeah, and then there's Han Solo. Han Solo's greatest, honestly, one of the best. There's Rogue One. Rogue One is also amazing. It's an amazing concept. Mandalorian is an amazing.
Is that the one with Sasha Banks in it? The Mandalorian?
Yes.
I don't know if she's an actor in it. Is she?
No, I don't think she's.
Yeah, she's not an actor. She's probably like backstage.
No, she acts.
She's an actor. So there's Mandalorian, and then there's also the newer. I don't know if it's a show or movie. I haven't seen it yet, but it's Andor. It's a newer show or movie. And then there's Obi-Wan. There's another show. Mm-hmm. Amazing.
Is they all on Disney?
Yeah, Disney. And then the last one is
the
Clone Wars. Yep, the Clone Wars. That one has been going on for years.
So Star Wars would have knocked Spider-Man out.
Star Wars would have definitely.
So let's just ask this question. So Ice Age or Thor? We chose Thor over Ice Age.
Yeah, that's true.
Shrek or Mission Impossible? We chose Shrek over Mission Impossible.
Shrek, I think Mission Impossible should have won that personally.
Okay, Jurassic Park over Scream. Of course, Jurassic Park should have won that. The Muppets over Madagascar. We chose Madagascar. Yeah. Night at the Museum over Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I think that was
that's solid.
We did Alice in Wonderland over The Lion King. And again, I only like the original Lion King.
See, I wouldn't even put it as a franchise because it's only a movie.
It probably shouldn't have been on this list. We probably could have had if
it was just
the Karate Kid on here.
Yeah, I don't know if it was just one movie.
Or Rocky.
Yeah, if you put Karate Kid, then Night at the Museum would have lost.
Rocky's already on here.
Oh, Rocky is on here. Okay.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Dark Knight should have won.
Hunger Games or Fast and Furious. We went Fast and Furious. I think that could have went either way.
No, Hunger Games is actually pretty good. I love
Hunger Games.
Games.
Is great.
Oh, one y'all should have added was the Maze Runner.
Maze Runner?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, we
I
would
haven't
have
seen
had
one
nothing
movie
to say
of
about
that.
the Maze Runner.
Yeah,
Because I haven't
No,
seen it.
Maze
I've
Runner
never
is
seen
really
it.
something to say about
Is it really good?
And then,
We did Cars. We did Harry Potter over Cars.
I'm sorry, Cars.
You did
No,
Cars?
actually, no, Harry Potter. If you're thinking of long term, like how long each have been, I think Harry Potter.
I think Harry Potter has the more cult following.
Yeah,
It may not be us. And Cars is great, but Cars, again, it's going to be some strong ones that's knocking other strong ones out.
Yeah.
We did X-Men over Captain America. I think that makes sense.
Yep.
Of course, Pirates of the Caribbean, you would have picked that over James Bond.
Pirates of the Caribbean is amazing.
We did.
Johnny Depp acting is.
Here's the one. We did Avengers over Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I would have chosen either. I would have much rather had Turtles here though, because
I think
the Turtle
Turtles would have
movies.
been. I think Turtles would have been better because
Yeah.
Turtles is like.
But the Avengers movie, you can't.
you can't go wrong with
They
them.
got
like,
too many of them.
Yeah.
Just
And
for
they're,
their
they're
pants
actually
off.
pretty good. They're pretty good.
We did
First one was good.
Oceans over Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes should have won that. I'm sorry, but Planet of the Apes. Read the movie.
Do you remember watching
Caesar.
it?
Yeah,
Where
Caesar.
you gotta read the
Yeah.
captions on
I don't know. I couldn't remember his name. Caesar was
Yeah,
the.
Caesar. Yep, Caesar's the
Because he
main
ended up
one.
being like the
yeah, that
leader.
first, the first movie when he said no,
No!
and
Yeah.
everybody's like, okay.
He could
And
talk.
then the second one, when he was fighting Koba.
Yeah.
Nah, Koba, man,
Yeah.
he said the Koba was like, Caesar is weak, and then he said Koba is weak.
He had him eating out his hand. He had Koba feeding all the people by the time that movie was over. That was crazy. We did Dark Knight over Rocky, which Rocky is in here. Dark Knight, rightfully so, yes.
Yeah.
Power Rangers. We did Twilight over the Power Ranger movie. I thought that made sense.
Yeah.
And we did Toy Story over Transformers, which we mentioned earlier.
Transformers should have won, obviously.
So
I might be biased.
We
but
do
like-
have a Elite Eight, and we will. That'll be part 3. We'll do the Elite 8 in the Final 4 in the final on part 3. I think.
Yep.
Are we gonna do it that way?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and
Make sure you guys go boom, 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 boom.
like, follow us on Instagram, Carter_TV, share, comment. Thanks to our special guest, Keaton, Little Keaton. You know he's bigger than me.
Yeah.
Bye.
There's a lot of us on the desk today.